Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for cutting all contact with my family because of a prank? So I have posted a story on here before and I got some pretty good advice, so please help. Here's what happened. I, 27 female, have always had a complicated relationship with my family. They've always been the type of people who think any joke is fine as long as someone laughs, no matter who gets hurt. Over the years, I've tried to brush it off and not let it bother me too much, but this time they crossed a line I can't ignore. Recently, I achieved something big in my life. I bought my first home after saving for years. It's something I worked incredibly hard for, sacrificing vacations, nights out, and basically anything extra to make it happen. I was beyond proud of myself and excited to finally have a place to call my own. Naturally, I wanted to share this milestone with my family, even though our relationship has always been rocky. A few weeks ago, we had a family dinner to celebrate my new home. Everything seemed fine at first. They congratulated me, asked about the house, and seemed genuinely happy for me. But halfway through the night, my brother, 30 male, and sister, 25 female, handed me an envelope. They said it was a surprise to help me with my house. I opened it and inside was what looked like a legal notice stating that my house purchase had been canceled because of a clerical error and that it was now being sold to someone else. It even had an official-looking letterhead, my name, and details about the house. I was in complete shock. Everyone around the table started laughing and my brother yelled, "Gotcha!" Turns out they had faked the letter and thought it would be hilarious to see my reaction. I burst into tears, which only made them laugh harder. They even recorded the whole thing on their phones to post on social media. When I finally managed to speak, I told them how cruel this was. Buying this house was the biggest thing I'd ever done, and they turned it into a joke at my expense. Their response? "You're so sensitive. It was just a prank. Lighten up." I left the dinner early, completely heartbroken. A few days later, I decided I'd had enough. This wasn't the first time they'd pulled a prank like this. Over the years, they've humiliated me countless times, once ruining a job interview outfit by accidentally spilling coffee on it, another time pretending to lose my dog just to see me panic. I cut off all contact. I didn't make a scene. I just stopped responding to messages, blocked them on social media, and declined invites to family events. Now I'm getting guilt-tripping messages from extended family saying I'm being selfish and tearing the family apart. My mom even left me a voicemail crying about how much she misses me and begging me to come back. But I can't bring myself to forgive them. This prank felt like the final straw, and I don't see how I can trust them again. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for cutting off my family over this prank? Top comments. You're rightfully upset because it wasn't a prank. It was bullying. "It was just a joke" BS is something every bully does to justify humiliating people. They thought it would be fun to upset you on your big night and then take videos of it and post it on social media, and your mother is crying that she misses you? No. She had an opportunity there to rip them a new one about their behavior and about treating you with kindness and respect, and she thought it would be better to go along with the prank. You deserve better than this. I'm glad you finally decided to call an end to their bullying. Don't let them or any extended family members pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. I'm sorry that they couldn't just be happy for you for your achievement. Congratulations on your new home. I saw a reality show where two contestants were setting up a garden. They had two guests who were helping them. The guest came along and said, "Here is this garden statue that we got for you. Let's find a cool spot in the garden to set it up." The statue was ugly. The contestants carried on other parts of the garden and worked out how to make the best of this gift. It didn't cost the contestants anything in money or labor. A couple of hours later, the guest said, "Hey, we were joking. This is what we really got you." And it was tasteful and suited the space. And everyone laughed because it was funny and didn't do any damage. That prank was funny. The prank your family members did wasn't. Not the asshole. I would recommend you forgive them, but still be no contact. Respond only to say you don't hate them and wish them well, but you can't be near them. Their constant cruelty made that impossible. Maybe, perhaps someday you may see them, But it'll take effort to trust them again. Effort on their or, not yours. Effort to prove they deserve your trust and presence in their lives. There would be no point saying that to them. They'd say she's just overreacting and too sensitive. I can see her trying to keep in contact with her mother, maybe, but only if she apologized for not going off on the brother who pulled the prank. If she laughed and thought it was funny every time it happened, she's as bad as he is. Okay, my first reaction is that it was a pretty good prank and you are overreacting. As I thought about the history of your family pranks, I can understand your reaction, but families joke and prank each other as an expression of love and companionship. All families can go overboard, and most do at times. I'm guilty of that. I think you need to meet with your family altogether. Say yes, I am overly sensitive, but you all don't seem to respect that. Make it clear that from now on you expect to be left out of the pranks and jokes, but a word of warning. If they adhere to your request, you will feel lonely in your own family. Everyone else is enjoying the connection, the bonding they have as a family, and you will feel like an outsider. Trust me, I know. No easy answer here, and they have a history of this, and it might be difficult for them to back off. Give them time and try to be forgiving. This is your family. Good luck. Edit. Thank you all for the advice and support. I wanted to provide an update because things have escalated in ways I never expected. After I went no contact with my family, I thought they'd eventually accept my decision and move on, but that hasn't been the case. For the past few weeks, my brother and sister have been trying to get me to see the funny side of their prank. They've shown up at my house uninvited multiple times, banging on the door and demanding to talk to me. At first, I ignored them, but it became clear they weren't going to stop. One evening, I caught them standing outside my house with their phones out, recording themselves while yelling things like, "She can't take a joke," and "Let's see how long she can hide." It felt more like harassment than an attempt to reconcile. The final straw came when I discovered my car had been egged overnight, and my security camera caught my brother and sister doing it. I confronted them through text, telling them they'd crossed a line and needed to stop. Their response? "You're so dramatic. You're going to laugh about this one day." At this point, I realized I couldn't handle this on my own. I went to the police and filed a report for harassment. They took my statement, reviewed the footage from my security camera, and agreed that this behavior was unacceptable. My siblings were contacted and warned to stay away from me. Their reaction? More mocking messages, calling me a snitch and accusing me of tearing the family apart. Some of my extended family members are siding with them, saying I should have just talked it out instead of involving the police. But others, especially those who've seen the footage, are horrified and fully support my decision. I feel a mix of relief and sadness. It's hard to accept that my own family could treat me this way, but I also feel safer knowing I've taken steps to protect myself. I'm focusing on building a new life in my home and surrounding myself with people who respect and support me. To anyone out there struggling with toxic family dynamics, you're not alone, and it's okay to set boundaries to protect your peace. Thank you for giving me the strength to stand up for myself. This is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and would like to see more related content, click the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.